Alright, I'm trying to get some stuff situated out here. It's gonna take a whole lot of maneuvering around. I guess since she's got these strawberries, I might as well go ahead and there's a runner there. There's 2 more runners there. And some more runners starting there. Now, the way you start these plants, new plants, is right here. I'll start several plants off of her strawberries. I see a runner there on that one. Now, how many strawberry plants she got? She's got 3. I should be able to get 7 or 8 new plants started off of that. But the thing about it, it's going to take I'm going to have to get my grandson out here. Going to flip that side over, put one of them blocks under the center there, and then there's 2 on the outside. Then I got to bolt this down, and then it should be good to go. We'll see. We'll see. Do I see any runners here? Yeah, that's gonna make a runner. That's got a strawberry on it. The thing about plants like this here, unless you get like dozens of them, it's hard to get a good mess of strawberries. You don't get many off of one plant. Got some new growth coming on this cactus plant. Okie dokie. And how many of them darn, there's 1, 2, 3. She's got 4 rose bushes. I keep telling, man, them things are hard. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 5. They're very difficult to take care of, and you got to spend a lot more time with them and stuff. And time she ain't got. Now, I need plus this rose bush here. There's 1 sprout, 2 sprouts, 3 sprouts coming on, and there may be more. I'm kind of wishing I'd have cut that off down to about here. Them bags, I'm thinking I can fill 2 bags with 1 bag of that dirt. So that means 10 bags, I should be able to fill 20 bags. And those bags is what I'm gonna be doing my gardening in. It's, you know, for the vegetables and stuff. And we was just at Lowe's this morning, and right there's a sign of a worm somewhere eating on that. There and there. I hope them birds, I see that cardinal's nest in that azalea bush there. I see right now I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time out here, which that's what I'm supposed to be doing, I guess. Oh, look at that jalapeno right there is about, I wonder how big them supposed to get, these jalapenos right there. That's a good size one. I think they get a little bit bigger. And this, I don't like the way it looks. This, I don't know what it is, and I know this is supposed to be a green bell pepper, sweet pepper, but don't know. That was one didn't make, and I pulled that one up. I wonder how good that's keeping there. I might put them in the refrigerator. Yeah. I need a support in here. I got some little gardening tools that'll be here tomorrow. They're cheapos. I couldn't afford the good ones. Let's see. I might try to straighten that up a little bit. Might try to straighten that up a little bit. Now, um, now, GoPro stop recording. All this crap. I have to do it all like, well, there's that knife. What's it doing out here? Calhoun peppers. I don't know. Now, see how hard it's gonna be for me to get that table over here. What you looking at, baby? Huh? What you looking at? Might be easier for me to drag. This over here. What you looking at? You wanna go inside? You wanna go inside? Is it too hot for you? Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to okay. This over here. What you looking at? You wanna go inside? You wanna go inside? Is it too hot? this over here. What you looking at? You wanna go inside? You wanna go inside? Is it too hot for you? Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to okay. It takes me 3 times as long to do this All right, you won't go inside. You won't go inside, baby girl. Yeah. Wow. This is where I'm gonna have to do different plants in this thing. I can't find the other top to that. There's supposed to have been 10 things, and I'll be dadgone if I can find them. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and plant 4 cucumbers and 4 squash. Okay. Still not completely set up yet, but I'm getting there. I got to work. I'm working on that ramp tomorrow. All right. That'll take about 30 minutes. That's going. Let me go ahead and Cukes. And SQUASH, squash. Okay. This is Cukes. And I do not like these so easy. I don't know. She went and picked these out for me. I didn't. Oh well. Can't believe these disappeared on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 4 somewhere. There we go. There we go. Come on, guys. Swell up. Where in the world could those have gone? Alright, soaked all that water up. Let's do some more. I'm gonna put the Cukes on this side. And I'm gonna put the squash on that side. Now, let's see. I need Okay. Now, cukes. Alright, I ain't got my glasses. 1, 2. This is normally 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now wait a minute. That's cukes. Now, squash. These actually, what did I do with them? There it is. Actually, these holes need to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to do 2 in each one. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, how can I cover these up? Okay, cover up like so. Now I've already got something sprouting over there. I think it's tomatoes. I love these little tweezers like these, folks. It's harder. It's easier for me to handle like this, and you can get them on Amazon. Now, I swear by Amazon, up to about 98%. It's extremely hard to get all right. I'll vent that just a little bit. Where did I put my, you know what, I need to. Well, the dang bottom just fell out of my box, so that's to work on my I'm getting there, folks. I'm getting there. Them's waterproof. Dadgone it. Now I can okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got to make hangers for them strawberry plants, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Now I need to, where do I need to put them? I think I'm gonna put one here. I don't like them keyless chucks. I don't. Okay. Don't like that one. Well, I'm in a wheelchair, but I ain't helpless. I don't think. Oh, I might do a live tonight. Right there. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that will work. Now, if I got runners coming up on this, I'll start making plants. Yeah. Yeah, the runners is how you make the that's how you propagate them. Back when I had my nursery, I was raising plants, and that's how I was getting them. And I had runners up the wazoo. Okay, I'm gonna lay that right there. Now this one's really got some runners kicking off on it. Wow, that's heavy. That's heavier than that one there was. I wish them hanging baskets wasn't so expensive. Cause I would love to grow vegetables hanging on the thing. I see a runner coming off of this one. Yeah. Yeah, you can buy these things in bulk. I used to do that. Used to get them 50 at a time, 50 hanging baskets at a time. All right, there they are. Now, water that. I can't figure out what happened to them domes. I got 4 domes missing. Dang, is it thing that dry? It should be running out the bottom. There it comes. There it comes. There it comes. I want to make sure it's good and wet. That's my Lisa Kleckner plant. I take care of all my plants as best I can, but I especially take care of the ones that's I tell you what, that's got to go into a pot, cause that thing there don't drain. It doesn't drain. And this is a, I can't read it. All right. What I need to do, and what I need some sphagnum. Now here it is. Here it is. And I need a little bit of perlite. I'll put a bunch of that in there. I don't like these cups. I was in Lowe's this morning. Now used to, I could go in there and get all the used flower pots and stuff. And but where they usually didn't have them at anymore, it may be they may not do that anymore. I don't know. And I hate being in there and got people waiting on me, my grandson and my daughter. So I worked quite a bit out on the deck today. And I planted some squash seeds and some cucumber seeds. I got the 3 strawberry baskets hung, and I'm gonna start making plants off. I got, strawberries, they put out these runners, and these runners is what starts new plants. And there's several runners coming out on them things, so I'm gonna go ahead and start some new plants on that. Because you need about 15 or 20 strawberry plants producing at one time to get a good mess of strawberries. But that's gonna be a year off. And let's see, what else did I do? I got the table moved over there against the wall where I want it. Got my little potting bench where I want it. I need a trash can out there. And I piddled around in here a little bit trying to get stuff straight. I don't know. My daughter said maybe I ought to start putting sheets back on my bed, but I can't put the sheets on the bed, not in my physical condition, not now. So they need to stop talking to me about it and start putting the dadgone sheets on there. I can't do it. So I'm thinking about it. I was talking on the video the other day about something, and a thought crossed my mind, and it just crossed my mind again. I need to tell that story before I forget it again. In 1957, I was 16. I worked at a place called Veteran Building Blocks, and I manufactured they made a barbecue pit that was like logs, and the pieces of logs and everything was made out of barbecue, and they had some reinforcing rebar in them. And I was the only one doing it in there. And I got a hernia. I ruptured myself picking up something. I forget what it was. Anyway, I ruptured myself, got a hernia, so I had to go to the hospital for an operation. And my insurance paid for it. And somehow or another there was money left over. And it was a little over $300. So I had my driver's license, but I didn't have a car. So this guy that worked at Veteran Building Block had this 47 Chevrolet Coupe with a vacuum shift on it. It was straight shift, but it was a vacuum shift. You couldn't shift it real fast. And the guy wanted to sell it for $300. Well, I bought it. The car's in my daddy's name. And of course, Daddy can't drive because he ain't got no driver's license. His driver's license, I think at that time, they were suspended for 5 years. So, his motive, he had an ulterior motive. His motive was Mackie can get a driver's license, and Mackie can get a car now, and he drive me around. Well, that kind of worked out, but I love the car. It was a coupe, and all that stuff. I'll show you a picture of it one day. It was a neat car. And one day, I had this girlfriend, and I had been out on a date with her. She lived across the street. Her name was Brenda Peebles. Had a nice date and all that stuff. And the only thing I could get from her was a kiss goodnight, which was okay. But she lived across the street, and I went and took her to her house, went up there and went in the living room for a few minutes, then I left. And as I was going back down the steps, there was another girl sitting there on somebody else's steps. The steps come down from the yard. It's kind of on a hill, and she was sitting on the steps. And I stopped and I said, "Don't I know you?" And she looked at me a minute and she said, "Is your sister Carolyn?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, me and her's friends, and you're her brother, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." But I couldn't remember. She said, "My name's Nancy Carlton." Okay. Well, fickle that I was, so me and Nancy sat there and we talked a couple hours. Daddy, I seen him cross the street, come down to the front door looking to see if I was there. He seen me sitting over there talking to this girl. Well, the next time he come out and checked on me to see if I was coming to bed, I was still with the girl, but we was in the car in the back seat. We won't doing nothing. But Daddy, he had I don't know if he was, I don't know. But and he come out there 2 or 3 times that night, and she seen I was still sitting there with her, and I guess he figured we was doing the ho-de-o-do-do thing, but we won't doing nothing. We kissed a little bit. But the next morning about 6 o'clock, I decided I'd take her home, if that's where she wanted me to take her. So, but right before that, Daddy had come out there to the car and raised the hood on the car, and then did something, then put the hood back down. And I'm like, what the heck's he doing? And it's my car. And so he went back inside. Well, I got ready to take her to her house, and I started to start the car. And I was going, you know, trying to start it, and it wouldn't start. And I kept doing that, and it wouldn't start. And finally the battery died. So I decided, we're sitting right on the very top of the hill, 728 and 729 North Cherry Street, on the very top of a hill, and it's a long hill going down. And what Daddy did when he raised the hood, he was showing me he was still the boss, and he took the rotary button off of the distributor. This is before electronic ignitions and all that stuff had ever come along. So I opened the door and I stuck my foot out and I pushed the car. I took it out of gear, and I got the car rolling going down the hill. So I got my leg back in there, closed the door, pushed the clutch in, put it in second gear, because I was going to start it that way. I didn't know he took the rotary button out, but that's what he did. So, and I got all the way to the bottom, and I kept popping the clutch out to see if it would start, and it wouldn't start. Got all the way down to the bottom of the hill, and finally stopped the thing. And a few minutes, here come Daddy running. And he popped, and he started hollering, "I hope you ain't running that battery down." Well, guess what, Daddy? It's down. And he raised the hood up, put the rotary button back in, and that's when I realized that's what he had done. And guess what? He had to walk to work, because Mackie's car was sitting there with a dead battery. Can't get it started. He's gonna have to get it junked. So Daddy got in, he walked to work. He got into work late that day. But that was his own doing. All I was gonna do was take it. It was like he didn't want me involved. I don't know. I didn't have a normal daddy. He was a drunk. So I walked back up the hill to the house, we lived in a boarding house, and Nancy come with me, and I took Nancy to my room. Big mistake, because the landlady, the woman of the house, Ms. Iverster, everybody, I called her Essie, and I had her wait in my room while I went. I was looking for somebody to jump the car off. And while I was gone, Nancy was sitting there on my bed. It's just a room. Got a TV in it and stuff like that, you know. And Nancy was sitting there on my bed, and Miss Iverster come in. And she started beating that girl with a broom, running her out of my room and down the street. And I would come in just up on that, and I caught holy hell from Ms. Iverster. You know better than that. If it wasn't you, if it was one of these other tenants, you'd be gone. And stuff like that, you know? But, but yeah, that was my Nancy Carlton story. She, and we wasn't doing anything, you know, and what is that on my mustache? Is that food? I guess it is. I guess it is. How about that? I think I'm gonna shave that thing off. I think I am. Yeah, that's my Nancy. But Daddy, he just didn't. And even when I was involved with Miss Iverster's granddaughter, the girlfriend of mine, and she was 21 and I was 17, and yes, she was older than me, but we was girlfriend, boyfriend, and I thought we was a couple. And that was Gail. And Gail wound up pregnant. And I was just thrilled that I was going to be a dad. And but no, Gail wasn't for that. No way. We're having an abortion, and I'm like, no, we're not. That's my child too. And we had a major falling out that day. She I told her I want to be a dad to it, and then she blurted out, "Mackie, you're just a boy." And boy, that just, to this day, it still kills me, breaks my heart that she thought of me as just a boy, and I guess that meant I was her boy toy or something. And today, in this day and time, if a 17-year-old got involved with a 21-year-old woman, she'd be considered a sexual predator of some kind or something, and she'd have probably been charged with something, you know. But not that I would want that. There's no way I would deny ever even seeing the girl, you know, before I let something like that happen to her, because I really loved that woman. But told me I was just a boy. And now I found out recently that I was told when I come back, when I was on a weekend pass, I was at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I come back to visit with her, and she told me the baby died in childbirth. Well, I didn't believe that. I figured she had an abortion, and somebody told me they didn't know, and then later on they told me she did have the baby. And now recently I find out that she indeed had a baby. It was a girl, which means it was my daughter. If all this is true, I don't know. There's no way I can go back and check all this, but supposedly this girl has my daughter, later got married and had kids. So I don't know if the kids were boys or girls or whatever. I just know they're out there somewhere, and I'm paying the price now, not knowing, granted, I've never met them, but weird. Just makes me. I would love to know, but I've had a couple of things pop up like that. When I find this stuff out, I don't know. There's no way I can back it up or anything. I just know what I've been told, and I don't know. Anyway, that's my Nancy Carlton story. And Daddy pulling my rotary button on the distributor. I hope he got tired walking to work that morning. Okay. Alright guys, I guess that's gonna be it on the video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That time though, she told me I was just a boy. I mean, she must have thought I was one hell of a boy to be having that kind of a relationship with me. I don't know. Got a lot of memories, folks. See you in the next video. I may do a live stream Wednesday night. See you later. GoPro, stop recording.